It's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain. They amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with their opponents. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Conner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jannard Avery in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
51, Mike 51. Rip right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Conner. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Taylor there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Oh, able to avoid him. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Hurts. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Throwing is Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Stephon Tuitt on the
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
27-yard line.
Let's get it.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Eagles.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Scott. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
There's a familiar sight. T.J. Watt with a sack. And remember last year, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, and he earned it because he's been the top 10 in the league in sacks for 2 straight seasons. Really, really difficult to block coming off the edge.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that one complete to Connor. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
And 6 at the 18-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Screen pass to Connor. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. And he's finally out of bounds, but he gets it to the 25. What a return.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And it is up.
Kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Steelers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 16. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, here's Hurts. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 21-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Sack there by Cameron Hayward, an all-pro in the 2019 season. He's been consistently good throughout his career. 29 sacks in his last 3 seasons.
Dancing to his left. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part. At
their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. He's got him in, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
A gain of 12.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Steelers first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Connor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Second and 9 now. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Third and goal.
On third and goal, they're going to run the option. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 4 yards. It's fourth and goal. That's the end of the third.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
Check 26, check 26. On 3, 10.
They'll run for it with Connor. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, we're about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free. Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
On the play. And it's third down.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Back to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll roll him out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. On the run is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Eagles 13. Steelers 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Sanders. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
6 yards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. They said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.